Always got an open mind, mentality, working on a better reality, flexing my metaphysicality.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Here we go again. You rocking with the soul, man. Grease to the streets. And everybody know what the grease is. They know what that is, you know what I'm saying? We coming again this time real live. And we just gonna fly to you real quick, you know what I'm saying? And try to chop it up with you, you know what I'm saying? We out here in the Midwest. And you know what I'm saying? The God element is rising real strong, as I said, the Phoenix is rising, you know what I'm saying? So we understand the play that's going on, and for real, we just gonna get in with the Soul Men, aka our DNA, aka the Runaways, aka Big Ack in the building on you, you know what I'm saying? So stay tuned, because we're gonna keep coming at you in this time of peril, you know what I'm saying? We shall rise. Almighty Grand Omnipotent Divine. Let's go. Another note, and I'm gonna hand it over to my partner. And one of the things I think we want to talk about, and my man, he gonna follow up with it. That's some greasy shit that's going on is in the so-called conscious world. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit that ain't operating off the laws. And by that I mean, you know, you got a lot of this man versus woman thing. You know what I'm saying? And if you man versus woman, you really ain't applying to the fucking laws, because it's bigger than that in the sense of we dealing with God and goddesses. So if you're still dealing in that human realm, you know what I'm saying, then you bullshitting with this. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of you motherfuckers out here with your fancy names and your fancy clothes and all that shit, and you're screaming that you're a god and you're a goddess, but you're not operating accordingly. So this is just kind of a introduction to what we're going to try to do every week. You know what I'm saying? We cover another aspect. We enter into another realm right now. It's just an expression thing, you know what I'm saying, how we think and how we cipher. You know what I'm saying? So the Runaways is here. You know what I'm saying? The Soul Men is here. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to let my partner handle it right now.
Yes, sir. Grease to the street. Reporting live this week. The one you know as Dewey Dane. Now evolved into the being known as Mega Nigga. Keeping in tune to GreaseStain. My man Big Ack. We'll touch back on this man versus woman thing we got going on in this community right now, this online community, if you will. Whatever you want to call it, man. But this shit is amazing me, really. All the going back and forth, using these words like them beasts, you know, that's all you're doing, is using these fucking words against each other and shit. Somebody said God was a woman, you know, and then motherfuckers got their panties all up in a bunch and shit, because they ain't agree with that, you know, and all it was differences in words, man, you know what I'm saying? The woman is a goddess just like the man is a god, you know, so the audacity to sit back and let something like that, all these distractions, man, you know, really, and you got men out here going strong at women like that. If you taking this shit emotionally, like my man said, you got something fucked up at the gate. You got to take a couple steps back, you know what I'm saying? You got your emotions all entangled into, you know what I'm saying, the elevating process that we all collectively and individually trying to go through, you know what I'm saying? But we trying to build each other up and shit. And you got men out here savagely attacking women for whatever reason, whatever they chose to do in their life, because it's hard as a motherfucker out here. And as I always like to say once again, what the fuck we really know. Really though. You know what I'm saying? So when you building that strongly in your ego, and what the fuck you think you know and how you feel about some shit, and you're definitely right. Sound like the white folks, you're definitely right. How I feel is how everyone should feel. What I think is what everyone should think. You know what I'm saying? Take a couple of steps back, man. Check yourself. And let's get this thing going out here, man. This is Metaphysicality with the Runaways, aka the Soul Men.
That's when we start talking about the grease of shit. We don't fuck with that human shit too much, you know what I'm saying? The politics and shit, some of your daily things that's happening, you know what I'm saying, that vibrate your emotions, we ain't fucking with that real strong. Because when you operating in the God level, the goddess level, the in-between is the midpoint. And we happen to be familiar with that because we from the Midwest, you know what I'm saying, the gateway, if you will, you know what I'm saying. So what we doing is we trying to just continue to add on to things that you're seeing on the internet. We keeping it 100% strong. We ain't to be tested, you know what I'm saying, on that bullshit, you know what I'm saying. We ain't fucked up about the imagery of this shit, you know what I'm saying. A lot of motherfuckers got good imagery and shit, but their science ain't in line, you know what I'm saying. But they understanding of this shit is not in line, you know what I'm saying. The soul man specifically, you generate as scientists, you know what I'm saying, scribes, these motherfucking stewards, you know what I'm saying, of universal law, you know what I'm saying, evolving right now. If you listening to this shit, you in tune. And that means that something drew you to this. Whatever your something is, whether you want to call it Amen-Ra, God, the goddess, whatever deity you want to put it on, something drew you to this because the shit is crumbling right now. If you got a runaway album, if you got the last runaway album that was free running, we told you motherfuckers, they built it up. We're gonna bang it down. That's what the fuck is happening right now. 2011, that's the year of the parallels. The one and the one. You know what I'm saying? Simple shit. Simple ain't it, but quite clever. That ain't no shit I created. I'm just a vehicle for this shit. You know what I'm saying? We gotta stay strong in this, man. That whole fear element, that whole thing of second guessing. That's tied into fear as well, you know what I'm saying? And like they say, go with your gut. If you're a brother, if you're a brother black man, or if you're a God, you go with your gut. You know what I'm saying? If you're a sister, you go with your intuition. See, all this shit ties in if you own your shit. You know, we can talk gut, we can talk the solar plexus. You know what I'm saying? We can talk you into intuition. As a goddess, we can talk your brow and your crown chakra. You know what I'm saying? You gotta tie this shit into how you gonna understand it. You know what I'm saying? It's cool to listen to motherfuckers on the internet because we hope y'all tuning in to us. But get your own understanding. When you get your own, that means you in the self. That means you on the one. You the only one. Every man for themself. Some people don't read the shit the way you're supposed to. Find yourself in the source. The God, the one, the universe, Allah, Amen-Ra, however you want to put it on, you got to stand strong on that.
Fuck, everybody want to bang and knock hip-hop and shit. I do this shit. So I'm still to a degree in heart. I'm a backpacker, but for real talk though, what the fuck?
Well, you know how I feel, like, fuck hip-hop, nigga. You know, like,
yeah.
These motherfuckers just putting motherfucking Eminem down as the greatest now. You guys guarantee it. Every time you see that shit, Eminem the greatest, Eminem, you know what I'm saying? That shit is fucking about design. These motherfuckers that caught up to that shit. These motherfuckers rapping their ass off on your ass and shit.
Yeah. Well, the whole thing is this. I don't give a fuck what no motherfucker say. Everybody got the science and all this shit, do all this. If you ain't got a runaway mind state, then fuck you. And that's real shit, because when we came together collaborative, when we collab, I mean, one of our things is, like I say, simple, ain't it, but quite clever. We came together for a common cause, and real talk, to this day, I can honestly say I don't fucking know what the common cause is outside of freedom. Free your mind. You know, motherfuckers want to get caught up in freedom and wearing garments and all this whole bullshit and all this.
Set your mind free.
You know what I'm saying? If you set your mind free, you free to the motherfucker. If you a corporate nigga and your fucking mind finally get free, you fucking, I mean, however that play out, I don't fuck with the corporation.
But that's the level we get down on though.
Yeah.
The escaping past the ego shit.
Yeah.
That's all that ego shit.
But niggas, but niggas is scared to escape that, and really, niggas is falling for the. We in a time like this, man. It's 2011.
Set your mind free. Get your mind right.
2012 be real like a motherfucker. Now, how important is that to motherfuckers for real? It ain't really that important. But if you on your shit, if you on your dean and your science, the shit gonna come into play. Shit gonna start reading out on the wall for you. One thing I give us the strength of is that fuck the money with it and shit. We do shows. We gonna put on a show afterwards for this. It's just to fucking, you know, flip the game on them. We doing this shit why? That's that God element coming in. You know what I'm saying? Got to be. We got niggas that half-ass that know us and know how we get down. Yeah, fucking they know that's what we do.
Man, we put it out there. This ain't, you know what I'm saying, fuck all the psychobabble. This ain't no fucking corporate bullshit. You can have this shit, you know what I'm saying? Hope it means something to you, like hope we tap into something that means something to somebody when we doing this shit, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, we put it out there, and those who gravitate, it's all one. Those who gravitate toward it and hear it were meant to hear it, you know what I'm saying? And I feel strong that they're gonna appreciate it. I don't even say hope they appreciate it.
Well, you know me, and man, we understand that whole play with ego and all this shit, but I'm gonna say this like I said, when me and this man connected and hooked up, we giving real shit, man. You know, like, it ain't no question this is good music we get. However, I think as we know, dealing in the God realm that we do, we done had motherfuckers sit in our lab and say, it's hot. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. And see, like, really, we should throw a lightning bolt through a motherfucker like that. Why should motherfuckers really be fucking with the runaways, man? Because we know music now is what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? This is a bunch of bullshit. But it's the reason we do what we do, because we love. Why should motherfuckers really tap into our shit?
You tune into the Runaways simply to witness the experiment.
Experimental.
You know, I mean, just like we laid out there, the foundation of what we doing. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was tripping the other day when I found that looking for the perfect beat. I was like, I'm even trying to make the perfect song. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's you know, harnessing the power of music as a weapon. In other words, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You tune in to witness that process, to witness motherfuckers make the effort to get on the one and make what we think is needed, rather than tune into the cookie cutter corporate bullshit that they done change shit into. Try to create something on the one.
Always got an open mind, mentality, working on a better reality, flexing my metaphysicality.